All right, so Katie Hobbs, the, I guess, governor of Arizona, the illegitimate governor of Arizona, I should say, because we all know that Kari Lake won that election. That's one that I will say that there was a shit ton of fraud. That whole case, you should go look into that. That one was just crazy. But Kari Lake should have won that one. She's going to be running for Senate. But, hey, Katie Hobbs, anyway, sorry, I went off on a small little tangent right there. Katie Hobbs sends the National Guard to the border. For what? I can guarantee you she's not sending the National Guard there to keep migrants from coming in. I'm sure it's just to help process immigrants. But hey, whatever. I don't mind legal immigrants. We always welcome legal immigrants. You want to come into this country, do it the right way. Hey, people make their dreams happen in this country. And hey, I'm not going to deny somebody that wants to come here to this country. Do the right thing. Do it legally, please. That's all I ask for. Alex Jones offers to pay the families of Sandy Hook $55 million. Yeah, he was ordered to pay almost $1 billion a while back. So that's a lot. That is a lot of money, and that was an insane judgment. If you haven't seen that judgment, I would suggest go look it up. That's a crazy case, man. Alex Jones gotten a lot of crap for that, man. He gotten a lot of crap for that. Joe Biden's at it again. He spits out a 5-year plan for oil and gas leases that pretty much spits in the face of the oil industry. Doesn't go nearly far enough. It's not much. I would suggest go looking that one up too. That's just insane. But what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a pretty good day. This is Legitical Response, anti-propaganda news machine that we just pump out videos. We take articles from mainstream sources and put them through the logic test. So, if you want to keep up to date with government news, political news, stuff that's going on in the government that we should probably know about, right here's your place to be. Smash that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications so every time I pop out a video, you'll know about it. You'll be notified. It'll come up in your feed and you can see it. And do me a big, big favor right now. Look right below the video and smash that like button. It would be very, very appreciated. Thanks, y'all. But, hey, let's go ahead and get into some news for today. It's a slow news day, but the CBO put out its report, its budget, its projection of the economy coming up. So we're going to take a look at that. The CBO is the Congressional Budget Office. And they analyze all kinds of stuff and blah, blah, blah. But check this out, y'all. Economy will slow but avoid recession in 2024, contends Congressional Budget Office. Yes, that we have been working towards that. The Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates for a while. Of course, well, I'd say that. They've kept them the same the past few months because inflation is coming down. But inflation has pretty much wrecked everybody's pocketbooks. So, too little, too late, I should say. But that's what you get when you try to shut down the world's largest economy. To me, that was a stupid thing to do, is shut down the economy over a pandemic. I'm sorry. But let's get into it, y'all. The U.S. managed to avoid recession in 2023 and will continue to grow next year, albeit slowly, the Congressional Budget Office said Friday in a new economic projections that painted a mixed picture for President Biden. Real gross domestic product will expand by 1.5% in 2024, down from 2.5% this year, the CBO said, blaming weaker consumer spending and commercial construction. Yeah, you want to know why that is? Because prices are so freaking high. I rail on this all the damn time. Inflation has ruined the ability for the American person to go and buy stuff. We looked at an interesting little infographic put out the other day. It was meant to be kind of funny, but also very, very aggravating at the same time. If you look at what Kevin McAllister in the movie Home Alone in 1991, he went and bought a few items. Well, somebody ran a little funny thing just to see how much that stuff would cost today. Well, they went in 2022, the same items that cost $1982 in 1991 was $44 and some change, right? Yeah, standard inflation. In 2023, it was $70.34. That is almost double from just a year ago. So, of course, consumer spending is going to be down. Are you freaking crazy? When inflation is close to 10%, just average inflation. There's some stuff, people did all kind of little neat experiments. There was a lot of items, everyday items people bought, toilet paper, chicken, stuff like that, that inflation was almost 200% for certain items. That's everyday items too. So yeah, of course, people's pocketbooks are going to be hurting. The economy is not going to grow nearly as much because people cannot buy as much. But this is what you get when you print trillions upon trillions of dollars and just think that nothing is going to happen. All those stimulus packages that were sent out were actually hurting us. They weren't helping anybody. Meanwhile, unemployment will tick up, though still remain at healthy levels, growing from 3.9% now to 4.4% at the end of 2024 and remaining about that level in 2025. The workforce will grow moderately, powered chiefly by new immigrants, the CBO said. The most worrying for Mr. Biden. You like how they do that? They don't have the respect to call him President Biden. I don't either. I call him Crooked Joe. First name being Crooked, last name being Joe. I mean, why the hell not? He's crooked and his name is Joe, so take that however you want. Most worrying for Mr. Biden is that just as voters cast ballots near the end of next year, the economy will be adding only 45,000 new jobs a month. And this is coming from a person who is touting he is a jobs president now. He is doing better than Donald Trump. Sorry, bullshit. I call bullshit on that. Trump's economy in 2019 was booming. Everybody knows this, though. But you can't tell a leftist this crap. They think Joe Biden is the best thing since pancakes. They are willing to lie to themselves and to everybody else just to prop up a very, very crooked president. And it's shameful. Anybody out there who supports Joe Biden, you should be ashamed of yourself. The softer labor market will slow inflation, putting it at 2.1% next year. That's near the 2% target the Federal Reserve shoots for, and it's good news for Mr. Biden, who has been pummeled by accusations that Bidenomics caused the 40-year high inflation period the country just went through. Yeah, Bidenomics is a total failure. It everything up. He comes in, we're trying to come back from a pandemic. We're trying to put everything back together, put all the pieces back together, if you will, from something that totally wrecked everybody, the entire world. The economy's crashed. Some people will never, ever, ever recover from that. And Joe Biden comes in, cuts oil and gas production back, and starts another stimulus package, starts printing money like crazy, spending money here and there and everywhere, opens the border wide up, and just exacerbates the problem to such an extent that we are now paying double the price for everyday items that we did last year, a year ago. I'm sorry to say this to everybody out there that doesn't like Trump. I can just about guarantee that if Trump would have been reelected, we would not be where we're at right now. Trump would have done things a lot differently. Gas prices would have never been almost $5 a gallon. I can promise you that. Inflation will then rise a bit in 2025 as the economy picks back up, the CBO said. That the U.S. managed to avoid a recession this year is remarkable. Bloomberg's economist in 2022 put a 100% probability to one happening in 2023. Yes, that is good news, but I don't believe that has anything to do with Bidenomics at all. And just because we didn't have a recession, in other words, the economy growing by negative percentages, just because that didn't happen doesn't mean the economy is in good shape. Doesn't mean that Bidenomics is doing a good job. It just means the economy didn't shrink at all. People are still hurting very, very much, and nothing seems to be helping. Like I've stated before, prices are not going to go down. So wages are going to have to come up for things to get better. And employers are not really looking to raise wages at all because they are feeling the same effects that we are. They are also having to pay shit tons of money to purchase things, to run their business. So profits are down, wages are not going to come up, prices are certainly not going to come down because it's costing more for businesses to purchase things. So yeah, it's not looking good right now. It's looking like prices are going to stay where they're at. They're not going to come down at all. So no help there. It looks like paying high prices is going to be the norm for a long time to come. And I don't know what in the hell we can do to fix it except for take the regulatory shackles off the country, allow the oil industry to drill, and do a little bit more drilling on top of that. If they would just deregulate a lot of this stuff, man, things would pick up so fast. It's crazy. That's exactly what Trump did. Trump boosted our economy to a great degree to where we were doing really, really well in 2019. I haven't had a raise since before COVID. So that goes to tell you where wages are at. That goes to tell you where businesses are at. And that's all I got for this one, you guys. It's Saturday, so we kind of running short. Let me know what you guys think about all this down in the comments. How are you doing personally with the economy? Do you think the economy is doing good? Do you think Bidenomics kept the ship from sinking, in other words? Are you having to pay a lot more for your stuff? Yeah, I mean, I know that's kind of a redundant question, but let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing. And like I said, that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching the video. I do appreciate it. And as a reminder, please smash that like button for me. You really don't know how much of a help that is. It helps promote the video to show the next person this kind of content, to keep up to date with political news, stuff you're not going to hear about in the mainstream. But that's all I got, y'all. Thanks for watching, and y'all be positive. Peace.